Big Ish, what we got today?
Pizza, and Club Mickey D's.
Club. That sound iffy. I ain't gonna even worry about it. All right, yeah, y'all hanging there so we can talk about Mickey D's, Club Mickey D's, because I got to hear about that. And then we stumbled upon another topic about things that society should be cheering for, but they don't. So stay
Mm-hmm.
tuned. Welcome back to the Lit Conversation Podcast. We are your hosts, Twiski and Big Ish.
Big E's.
Big Ish. Don't start right there. Let's get in first. We just knocking at the door. Thank
Yeah.
y'all so much for coming back and joining us for another Lit Conversation. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's get us good toasting in first, though. I'm gonna do this.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Look at
Toast
that.
to another lit conversation. Hey. Hmm. Wait a minute, I got too much vodka in
Ooh,
here.
baby,
I got too much vodka in it. It's good though. It's good as hell.
it's good.
It's good.
Yeah,
Just
I fixed the
hmm?
same thing what I had Friday. The peach stuff. But I really
mm,
do like that peach punch. Peach punch. Yeah.
okay. I want you to find something else to drink it with though.
Huh?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I said I want you to find something else to drink it with. I don't want you to drink it with Amsterdam. That's what
Oh,
you
well,
got today.
I do have other stuff. I'm gonna.
I
Well,
mean,
you
I
know
know you
what?
got other stuff. That ain't no question. But
I'm gonna
I'm
drink. Look. I'm gonna drink it with the peach Ciroc.
okay. Okay, I wrote that. I wrote that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right, you got some news for us today?
Of course I do.
Mm.
So, in Fairfax, Virginia, McDonald's is only allowing guests that's 21 and over to dine in. They even have a doorbell. So you have to ring a doorbell before you step in. And this is not for vibes. This is due to the uproar of fights between school age kids.
Hmm.
So to try to, limit it,
Yeah,
keep it down,
yeah.
that's what they're doing. And I approve of it.
I applaud them. It's just too much going on with these kids, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They starting trouble everywhere they go. Half of them ain't making it back home. Like,
Mm-mm.
it's bad. Look,
Mm-mm.
go ahead on McDonald's. Now, where
Yep,
they get
go
that
ahead.
idea from?
Go ahead,
Now, who
Mickey
came to the
D.
board meeting with that idea?
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They all and they have like police officers or
Mm-hmm.
security guards or whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I remember like years ago when I first started college and I was going to school downtown, right? So,
Okay.
like I have classes in the morning
Mm-hmm.
and when I would go like to McDonald's, they just be rung bunches. They cursing
Mm-hmm.
out the workers, they cursing out the security officers like
It's
man, I
terrible.
don't
It's
know.
terrible. They ruining stuff for themselves. So y'all
Yeah,
can't. Oh, they can go through the drive-through. They just can't go in.
right.
Okay, the people just reserving their property
But
yard.
it
I don't.
makes me feel that they may not have a drive through because they didn't
Well,
say
I
anything
haven't
about a drive
seen.
through.
Well, that mean they got it 'cause I ain't say nothing about it. I've never seen the McDonald's without a drive-through though. Never, ever.
Well, the one
Even
that I was
them.
going downtown, they didn't have a drive through because it was downtown.
You talking about downtown in 1990? Is that what you talking about?
No, no,
Well,
I'm not.
you was in college.
Yeah. No, I wasn't. I was in high school in 1990. No, I was in middle school in 1990. What you talking about?
You wasn't in middle school in 1990.
Yes, I was because I started high school in
Okay,
1992.
well, this ain't what this about.
Well,
I'm
you
trying to
brought
tell
it
you that
up.
the fucking McDonald's you went to when you was in college ages ago ain't the same. Damn, bigger show. Nigga,
You brought it up.
yeah, you crazy for even answering it.
I know.
Mm.
But look at this. Mama and her two kids beat up and robbed a coworker at Little Caesar.
What? How you rob at Little Caesars?
They
I
must
thought they ain't could
they
catch.
came they went on the off day. So with the mama and the two kids working at the same time. But yeah, they
Oh,
went
they
on their
worked there and they came back and robbed it.
yeah,
What?
and
Oh,
they beat that child. Now mind you, the mother is 35,
see,
the son is 19, and
too
the daughter
young.
is 17. So I was doing a little calculation. I'm like, so she had her first child when she was 14. So it's like they
Well, she
friends.
had her first child when she was 16.
No, she 35 and her oldest child is 19.
Do the math.
You do the math.
I already have. I'm a whiz at math. Stop playing with me. You do the math.
What?
So she wasn't 14, it was 16. 9 and 6 is 15.
No. But anyway, let's finish the story. Now listen.
No, nope. You ain't finna breeze by that, dog partner. No.
So so
Mm-mm.
oh,
Mm-mm.
sorry.
Mm-mm. I don't want to hear.
Oh
Hold on.
yeah, yeah.
Cause see
You
you,
well,
no, don't yeah me.
baby.
Let me go ahead and show you. 35 minus 19. What is that? 16 all day. Now.
So
I'm
16
sorry.
and
I apologize,
18.
Pulaski. I suck at math, huh?
You right, but I don't mind saying I'm wrong. I don't mind
What you,
saying I'm wrong.
okay, well, go ahead and say it.
I said you was right.
Okay. Okay, you said you ain't mind you said you wrong. Go ahead and say it.
No, but that's the same difference. Same
Not.
difference.
It's not.
It is,
Nope.
it is, it is. But
Don't say you wrong.
listen to the story now.
Mm-mm.
The mother 35, the son 19, and the daughter 17.
Okay.
Vic, they beat this child so bad to where she had facial.
A girl? They beat a girl like
It
that?
was a girl. The girl was 17, so she underage.
Oh,
Number
she a
one,
baby too.
right? So they beat up so bad she lost temporary eyesight in one eye.
What?
So the cops went to the house with a search warrant, and guess what they found? They found guns. They
Mhm.
found of course it's gonna be underage drinking and drugging, and they found fentanyl and abused dogs.
What? Y'all did all that and y'all knew y'all was doing all that?
Right.
People just don't be thinking today, man. Damn. Like, what? Talking
They
about,
done.
damn.
That was a lot.
That's terrible.
Yeah, the mom took her daughter to the hospital. So I guess she must have called the mom after all that happened.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
So
my
what you
mama
were
been,
doing?
my, oh, if that was my kid that got whooped,
Mm.
I'm,
At the
I'm sorry.
job. And it was
I'm
co-workers.
I'm suing the job. That's
Mm-hmm.
first. It's always about suing. I'm suing the job,
Yeah.
and then, and then I'm gonna make my way to the mama house. Well, I'm gonna do that first, and I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
go over there prepared. With whatever that means, I'm gonna go prepared.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
that was just. I wonder. They never said why, but I wonder why they attacked that child.
That's weird. Even if the two girls have problems, y'all stay out of that.
Right.
That ain't got
Right.
nothing to
Because
do with you.
you a whole dude and you the mother
Mm-hmm.
of both the
Mm-hmm.
kids.
Mm-hmm. You way too grown to be for that. Mm.
Yeah. Texas man forged his wife signature on divorce papers. So I guess she must didn't want to, but she said she didn't know anything about it. Right?
About the divorce?
Yeah, that was she said. She said she didn't know anything about it. He did it in February, and he just caught up with him. He also forged the signature of a notary, and then he misspelled the name.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, man, he being charged with aggravated perjury for reporting and lying on documents.
You want up out of that movie bad.
Yeah,
Damn.
he did. He really did. That girl says I
You
didn't
may
even
should
must
just
know
tried
it.
to ask her.
Ma-
You may should just ask her. See, I
Yeah,
mean, she might want out too.
yeah,
Damn.
maybe.
It's crazy.
So now this is something that I seen that I think is weird. Human remains found close to Taylor Swift Rhode Island home. Police is investigating a shocking discovery of human remains, like a leg bone.
What?
Yeah, they say
Where she live?
everything was collected and transferred to the Rhode Island Medical Examiner.
She
But
live
then
in
they
Rhode
also
Island.
said, which is weird, that they don't see foul play. So you think somebody gonna cut themselves up and then kill themselves, or vice versa? Somebody was murdered.
I don't know. You never know. You never know. You never really know.
I don't know, but I thought that was like weird or
Weird.
whatever.
Hmm. Weird as hell.
Weird.
Mhm.
Neighbor calls cops on homeless man walking with a stolen baby. Right. This man was in his own neighborhood walking with his newborn baby. But he did look homeless, I ain't gonna lie. So when the cops came out, he told them everything. He was like, "Well, I think I need to change my wardrobe." I don't know, sir, but well, he wasn't mad at the neighbor. He was like, "Well, at least she's looking out, is she?"
She need to mind her business because, especially if that's my baby.
Right,
Like you call cops on me for my kid
for my
because I
kid.
look homeless. What does
Hmm.
homeless look like?
I guess not well kept.
Oh, you got a lot of
So
people like that today, and that's
I
almost
know.
like the style today.
Yeah,
Walking around
it,
looking
it really
unkept,
is.
so you
To be
can't really
honest with
judge the
you,
book by its cover when you see that. You really can't.
no, you can't.
Mhm.
These restaurants cutting up. I said.
Hmm.
Popeye's manager charged with attempted murder after after his co-worker burnt the biscuits.
I saw that old stupid ass story. Like, bro, you risk your freedom for some burnt biscuits, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with
They're
you?
not even much your biscuits.
You ain't gonna eat the motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck
Right,
if they
that's what I'm
burn up
saying.
3 times. I don't care. I ain't eating them. I hate
So
Popeye biscuits too.
you eat them. I
Mm-mm.
like I
They too
like them when
flat.
they fresh, but if they're not fresh, I don't want because they're too hard.
They hard and flat. I don't like them.
The man he was shot twice and he had to do emergency surgery, which he's planning to be
Because
recovering
why
from.
did you even have that gun at work at Popeyes?
Right,
Now,
but they said,
granted, y'all might be getting robbed and
but they
stuff,
said
but
they actually had the altercation outside the
okay,
business.
okay.
So
So they
maybe it
basically
was in
probably
this.
was arguing about the biscuits. It just kind of spilled over, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
maybe.
ain't. Let's just pray you ain't shot no motherfucker about no
Oh
burnt
no,
biscuits,
burnt
bro.
biscuits. That's not even much your biscuits. All your establishment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm.
Now he done made me mad.
Yeah, I think he made me mad too. I think so. They gonna walk and go find this nigga. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, yeah, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mexico sues Google for labeling Gulf of Mexico as Gulf of America.
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
And I think they should.
Well, who water is it?
I
Is it
don't know,
ours?
but
Is it
it
theirs? Like
sounds
who's fucking?
stupid.
It Gulf of America sounds crazy. Yeah. Go. What? My boy just won't leave well enough alone.
You
This
know,
man just
you know.
yeah. So that's okay.
Yep. And that is the end of Big East News.
Yay!
Yay! Brr, brr.
Back you. Well, look. Hold on. Before we get into what we need to get into,
Okay, I's
I
ready.
think I had something to ask you. Well, I had
Mhm.
one something to tell you and two things to ask. So let me start off with what I wanted to tell you. Right.
Mhm.
Studies say it only takes a man 172 days to know if a woman is wife material or not. What you think about that? Well, first I need to do that math on 172 days. 30 into
30,
not
30.
no
That's what?
six,
Nine?
seven. between 6 months, 7 months. Because 6 months is 180 days. So right at
Mhm.
6 months.
Yeah,
That might
I've
be
heard
true.
that. I heard that before, but
I'm gonna
I think it's true.
I'm gonna put my own self. I mean, I ain't gonna even say men, because women need a time to know when men they want to marry a man too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't
Right.
just them. In 6 months, I know if I
Yeah.
can't stand your ass or not.
Right. Because you would definitely know what you want to tolerate from that person and what you
In
don't,
six
whether
months,
you can
yep,
live with it or not.
yep,
So,
yep, yep. Because they little dirty habits come out by 6 months for
oh
sure.
yeah, hell yeah.
Mhm. Okay, now this girl compares girls who constantly wear wigs to those that bleach their skin. She says that they are similar and have low self esteem.
I disagree.
I disagree 125%. Yeah. Bleaching your skin literally means you do not like your skin type.
So,
You do not like your skin color.
right,
That's what that means. Wearing a wig don't mean a B thinks she ugly. A lot of
right.
time, a lot of these girls that wear wigs and weaves and shit, they have it down their back. That's a
Hmm.
protective style for a lot of them. And a lot of women don't like looking the same every day. The
And
women
a
that
lot of
wear
women
wigs
don't like to do their hair.
don't like to do their hair. Women that wear wigs, I feel like, nah, my girl don't wear wigs. She wear weave and she'll
Mm-hmm.
do braids. But I feel like the girls with that wear wigs, I feel like they got, like a few personalities.
Yeah,
Maybe today I want to be a blonde. I want to feel like a bad bee, or
right.
maybe tomorrow I want to feel subtle. And I think it's cool that they got choices.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah, yeah. I
I
don't have
think
a
it's
problem
cool.
with it.
I don't have no
Especially,
problem. I don't have no problem with it if it's done right.
especially if the wigs be nice. You know,
If
you
it's
look
done
nice
right,
with them.
mm-hmm,
Right.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. If it's done
Yeah.
right, I don't got no problem with that. You're exactly right
Mhm.
about that. I thought that was like a foolish statement to say, like you
Yeah.
can't. I don't care how much you try to explain it. I ain't
Yeah.
riding
You
on
can't.
that with
Yeah.
you.
Mm-mm. Girl.
Okay, this is the last one.
Uh huh.
It's from another woman now. Another woman said this, right? She says that a lot of women want a father, not a man. She speaks on women wanting things they can't provide for themselves. What you
Well,
think?
before you say the second part, I could
Mm-hmm.
kind of agree with the first part
I
because a
can't.
lot of women do want fathers instead of men, especially the one who have daddy issues, who didn't have a father in their home. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I kind of agree with that part.
Now, I don't disagree with what you just said. I don't, but I definitely agree with her when she said people, well, women be wanting things that they can't even buy themselves. You
Oh
want somebody
yeah,
else to buy it. So
right,
I
yeah,
agree with her wholeheartedly. And it doesn't matter, man, woman, boy, girl, child. I agree with that wholeheartedly
yeah.
because I was gonna tell a story, but I'm not. I ain't gonna do it. So I'm just gonna say, you want a Louis Vuitton purse,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you didn't have now when I met you.
Right,
Now
but you
you
want
telling
me
me
to
you
buy it
want a
for
Louis
you?
purse?
Hmm.
Huh? Girl, you know what all you gotta do? No, I'm just playing. But
Do you know
yeah,
what you
like
gotta
that.
do for this
Yeah.
Louis?
Now you was riding in a little Ford Focus when I came across you. Now you want a Porsche. Huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I can only tell you about me. I'm just gonna speak for myself.
Uh-huh.
When if I prefer a person who don't do that. I prefer a person. Look at you. Put your head down too. I prefer. I prefer a person who can do for themselves. I honestly, I don't like being depended on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like when somebody depends on me for certain things. If that makes sense, because if I'm in a relationship with you, I hope you're not depending on me by Louis bag. Like,
Right.
why are you depending on that? And I might. I mean, I have. I bought a couple Louis bags, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. But I'm just saying, if I meet somebody new,
Mm.
you've been going to Walmart getting these bags out of Walmart and Ross. Now I would take
Right,
you to Walmart, now I take you to Ross.
right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I agree. I agree with her though. A
I
lot of
like
them,
a,
that's why they
I
stay in these
like,
abusive relationships because you're looking for a father. You're not looking for a man. Like a
right.
lot of girls, and that's okay because I did it, in the reverse. But a lot of girls be want dudes that's just like their daddy. If they had a good
Mm-hmm.
dad, and then like you said, the ones with daddy issues and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I don't know. I turned out pretty good, but I got daddy issues, so I don't know. Oh no,
So you don't want to. So because you don't want a man, that's why.
because I don't want to who?
You don't want a man, that's why you turned out pretty decent.
Nah, hell no, that ain't. You think that's what they mean?
What? You
Because
turned
I
out
don't
pretty
date
what?
men. That's why I think you
I
got
think I
daddy issues.
think it
What?
would I think it would change the way how you see dating if you was dating men,
Why don't it change the way I see dating and I'm dating girls?
because what you want in a woman is what your mama produced for you. You're not gonna want the same thing if you was with a man. Well, to
See,
me, to
you
me,
can't even
my
speak on
thing.
that. Here you go speaking on it.
No, well, I'm not gonna speak on that part. But before we started that, I was gonna
Mm.
say what I like. I like a woman who don't ask for anything, especially
Hmm.
material things.
See this, and see, I ride with you. I'm gonna be the driver in that car you in, but but here's the problem. Like early on in my relationship, I was trying to establish that girl, I'll do anything for you, within reason. I don't come over and
Right,
do
right.
so within reason, and she never asked for anything. But I found myself not liking that after like a couple of years. Like you have to like she's still kinda like that, but I get it. I didn't know her as well as I do now.
Mm,
She's not going to ask you for nothing. She'll just maybe say something about it and leave it there until she can.
mm,
Well, you got me. Look here. You got that three pocket, you got that three ball, let me hold the three ball, you know what I'm saying, to the money
mm.
roll, something like that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But yeah, she don't ask, but I didn't like it after a while. It made me feel a way, but I can't really tell you what way it made me feel. It's like you don't ask for anything. I'm not saying you gotta ask me for $1,000 or $2,000. I ain't
Mm,
saying you gotta ask me for $2 or $3, but
right.
you ain't never gonna need me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you want them dishes clean, don't you? You don't want to wash them, do you? I'm finna tell you, nah, she gone, gone.
Mm,
But yeah, but yeah, yeah, I like a person who got their own.
mm.
Yeah, I like a person that got their own, and they just looking for me to add, just like I'm looking for them to add.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, girl, that's all I had for you. You want to tackle your topic or my topic first? Well, let's talk. Your topic is the topic. Go
Yeah.
ahead. What's your
Things
topic?
society doesn't clap for, but they should.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, moving into your own place for the first time. It doesn't matter if you're 22 or 42. You moving with no roommate, no partner, no type of help. You're doing it on your own. I think that
Yep.
deserves a clap.
You don't think people clap for that?
Not as they should.
Okay.
Because people
Okay.
think that when you most of the time when you say you moving, they think that you moving in with a significant other. It's not too. I don't really hear too many people moving in room with roommates, but shit, they wind up being
Yeah, about
roommates.
him.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, end up being roommates. But yeah, because
Okay.
it's hard out here.
Yeah, it's hard out here for a pimp. Um, and you, my dear, must be a pimp. So I, I don't. Yeah, yeah, nah. I agree. If you can, make it. They be like, you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. But if you
Yeah,
can
that's
make it
what they
on your
say.
own, yeah, you can make it on your own. Sometimes you got a problem before you walk though. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's
Especially
okay.
when I say 20, whether you're 22 or 42, because they feel like if you 42, you should be really on your own and balling. No, shit
It don't
happens.
necessarily work like that. It don't. It
Right.
don't work like that. That's life. Life. You don't even know where you're gonna be at tomorrow. Just be honest with your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got one for you.
Go ahead.
When a person decides to follow their own path in life, people don't. They don't applaud for that. Just say
No,
like
they
you
don't.
got a doctor for a mama, a lawyer, your dad a lawyer, but you come along and I just want to be a janitor. Damn, that's a bad. That's too. That's.
Right,
I want
like,
to be a school
damn.
teacher. I'm gonna say school teacher.
Okay.
I want to be a school teacher. They looking crazy because mama wants you to go to her school, her alma, her college. Dad wants you to go to his, and they each want you to be,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
yeah. So when people decide to go their own, walk their own path in life, even if you got like a criminal mom or a criminal dad, or and you turn out to be as straight as an arrow. Even if
Yeah.
you got your mom had 10 kids and you don't have any,
Mhm.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Certain stuff is just to be applauded, and that is one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Follow their footsteps. No, I don't want to follow their footsteps. I want to make my own
Mm-hmm.
path.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause that's why I'm
Mm-hmm.
here to make my own path. It's not for me to follow yours.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How about choosing to wait for healthy love instead of entertaining distractions?
Oh, that is number one. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, that's number one. If you can, hello, how are you, man? Okay. If you can, if you can, get these kids to learn that
Right.
because they started so early. They started early, man. Like really,
Mm-hmm.
really early. And ain't just some of them no more. Like when we was growing up, a few of them started
Right,
early.
right.
Now it's like everybody started early. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? So no, that's the one right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one right there. That's crazy. That's the
Yeah.
one.
Because it like when you stop dating and you wait, whether you waiting for a relationship or not, they
Yeah.
want to know why. Why
Yeah.
you not out there dating? Why you not
Mm-hmm.
doing this? Why you not doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Why you
Mm-hmm.
just don't mind your business? How about that?
Listen, don't try to tell me to mind my business on Slack because I just asked you this question every night. So don't try to fucking bring them back. 48 hours later, you trying to tell me to mind my own business. 48 hours later, that's what you want to tell me. Okay, I hear you. Mm.
Managing your mental health without anyone checking in.
But I think people do applaud that though. You don't think they applaud that? I think mental health is such a hot topic in
Mhm.
2025, right? I think
Yeah.
I don't know. But that is to be applauded. Mental health is not it's no joke. I damn you think everybody suffers from some form of mental health.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that's yeah. Y'all agree with that one
Because
too.
because because we just going through life. We just like
And
I
it
said,
gets
shit
tougher.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, shit happens, and it literally gets tougher by the day. Like it's terrible. You know what I mean? Like I know myself. I always gotta put me in it. But I know as far don't do that.
You
As
do.
far as for me, I'm sick of you. As far as for me, I know it's been many days that I would get up, and I've said this before in this podcast. I would get up to start my day ready for work for 5:30, and I sit down, and the first thing comes to my mind is like, is this ever gonna be over with?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And I didn't want for a long, like at first when I first started saying that, I didn't even know what the fuck I meant. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
the more that I said, I remember one day I was thinking, because I think and stuff like that, but
Okay.
I was like, are you ready for life to be over? Because
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden you're questioning everything around you.
Right.
And so, and like, bro, what's happening? But it wasn't, well, of course, I ain't ready for life to be over because I'm
Right.
still having fun. But, at the end of the day, man, like, that 9 to 5 shit, it breaks your spirit. It does.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Yeah.
I don't care
Well,
how many degrees you got. I don't care how much money you getting paid. It breaks your spirit. It
yeah, that
does.
that shift work. It
It breaks.
definitely.
Yeah, it breaks your spirit.
But I want you to know you can always talk to Big East.
Okay. I'm moving on to the next one. You be going to send me.
Wait. And I want to piggyback off that because my
Okay.
next one is getting out the bed, showing up on your lowest days. You know how hard that is?
It's very hard, man. We've done it. We've done it. I'm just speaking
Mm-hmm.
for you because I know you, and I know you done it, and I know for a fact I do it, and I do it way too often.
That is
But that
so
says
hard.
something about you. When you at your man, when you at your lowest,
Mm-hmm.
and you are able to get up and keep pushing and
Mm.
don't try to end it all, because you got some weak-minded people, because that's
Yeah.
what I think about, that kind of weak-minded, or sometimes they just in over their head and they gotta go. But
Yeah.
man, when that shit get tough and you still get up and you still show up, you
Yeah.
deserve an Oscar. You deserve an Oscar. Period.
Where's my Oscar? Yeah, I need one.
Well, see, you play too much.
For
You play
real.
too much. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. Okay, listen. I got one. Why don't we clap for people when they get rid of toxic shit out of their life? And what I mean by that, this is gonna be a prime example. Now I don't know how true this is or nothing else, right? But
Okay.
Haley Bailey and her boyfriend DDG.
Okay.
Well, she got a baby with him, and they not together no more. But she came out. She got a restraining order against him. She don't want him to see the baby. No visits. Got to have supervised visitation. Only 6 hours a week. Like she just came out with stuff saying he abused her,
Okay.
and he's a streamer basically, right? Big time streamer, YouTube personality. So everybody pretty much know him. I think he's a good kid. I think he's a good kid. I don't know about the people beating, and I ain't got nothing to do with that. But
Mm.
people were bashing her. His fans was bashing her for her
Mm.
getting rid of him and her telling what was going on behind the scenes. Instead of if he really was doing this stuff to her,
Mm-hmm.
applaud her because she got rid of that shit. That's
Right.
not what she wanted. People make excuses for the things that they love, the people and things that they love, and it don't
Mm.
even matter what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I hate that. I hate
Yeah.
that. If the bitch is evil, and if she lying, same difference. If she lying, lock her up. But you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
people
They.
don't
Yeah.
applaud removing the toxicity out of your life until it becomes their toxicity. Then they want somebody to applaud for them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They don't. They don't.
Mm-mm,
People
mm-mm.
love toxic.
They love it. They love it, and it's the easiest way to get taken out of here. Toxicity is the easy way to get from out the
Because
God bring earth.
for the life of me, like you have men who go to prison for
Mm-hmm.
killing their wives, for killing their
Yep.
kids, and if
Yep.
they look slightly good looking to a woman,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna see
Mm-hmm.
them want to write him and try
Mm-hmm.
to get married to him in jail. Like seriously, dude.
That's
Like
crazy.
I don't get it.
I don't either. All right, next one. You got another one? I got some. I got another one. I got
Go
another one.
ahead.
People should start applauding other people that take a chance and step outside of their comfort zone. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think people do for the most part, but when they ain't up, it could go 50-50. I'm gonna say 51-49 though, because when they not applauding you for stepping outside your comfort zone, they making jokes about you for stepping outside your comfort zone, right? So
Yeah.
just say if you showed up to, we going to a movie and you showed up in a dress.
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't wear dresses,
Right.
but you saw, well, let me not say dress, I'm gonna say a kilt, little skirt
Okay.
thing, right?
Okay.
And it's just fashion. And you showed up with that, everybody gonna be laughing
Mm-hmm.
instead of being like, oh, that's dope, because I know you don't, this ain't you, this ain't you, this ain't you. But everybody gonna be laughing. But what's
Right.
fun? Well, I mean, I know she,
Right. And I'm gonna have my bagpipes. How about that?
I don't know what you gonna have. See, I go too far. You go too far. Play too much, you go too far. I don't know what the fuck y'all. I don't know. But yeah,
But yeah, but most of the time, the people who are not clapping is the people that's closer to you.
oh, that brings me to my next one.
Oh
Thank you so
Lord.
much for that great segue.
Okay. Okay.
Starting a business.
Mm-hmm.
Your people that's really close to you ain't gonna necessarily be the one to support you, and supporting you does not mean spending money with you. That's not what
Right.
that means. I
Right.
mean, you can add that in there, but for the most part, you pretty much know where your support, your monetary support, gonna come from. But the
Mm-hmm.
people that's close to you, they don't try to give you words of encouragement. What they do,
Ideas.
yeah, no ideas. What they do though is they ask questions
Mm-hmm.
to see how good your business doing or not doing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't be like, yo, just keep going, don't worry about it. You know the conversation with me and you be having
Right.
behind this thing about this podcast. They
Right.
don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, how many views you got on that last one? Why your views changing? All that type of shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you right. But I can say, like every little business venture I put my hands on. You do be the first one to be like, yeah, I like that. I be like, girl, you don't. I be
I
like, yeah, I
do.
like that. Yeah, you should. You could do this or you could do that. Yeah, I appreciate that because that's you supporting me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily need your money, like because you already know what I got. So I want abroad to see what I got. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
yeah, people don't be they don't be congratulate like if you start a new business, congratulations. You know, I hope it
Mm-hmm.
does well. That's the last time you gonna hear.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you. Yeah, you thought of that. Oh, that's what's up. That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
You need any help? You know I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to stop offering my services. Okay, because you don't fucking deserve my services. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to stop offering my services because I love business. I love business. And I like talking it.
Yeah.
So one time, this
Oh
person
Lord.
reached out to me and was
Mm-hmm.
like, I need to borrow you for a minute. Borrow me? What the fuck? Like, huh? What you mean? What I and me? Cause I already pretty much know. I'm like, okay, what's up? I wanna pick your brain about this business idea I got.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I told her from the start, hit me up. Just hit me up. If you want to meet up, just let me know. Because I know you didn't think I was going to hit you up for you to pick my brain.
Right.
Needless to say, we never met up. Because, baby, I won't, no, it can't be that important.
Mm-mm.
It can't be.
You must don't want it.
You couldn't. Okay.
Oh, you don't want me in it.
I don't, I wasn't finna be in it no way, baby, because Shawty had already swung your way. And I wasn't swinging your way a second time. So, no.
Look,
Mm-mm.
making
Mm.
tough decisions with no one to consult but God and your gut.
Well, that's to be applauded. You listen to God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Tough. I mean, we have to make them. We all have to make them. We all have to make them. I got nothing. A physical achievement. Um, but
Yeah.
that's cool and all. But who the fuck gonna know about your physical achievement if you don't talk? Hmm? How you gonna know I walk 5 miles today if I don't come on here and tell you I walk 5 miles? You can't applaud me. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's a little
Yeah, that's true.
that's a little
Because the thing is, although you may see me losing weight, but you don't know how I'm losing
you
weight.
don't know how I'm losing weight.
I could be
Yes.
on drugs. I could be
And you
sick.
ask me? Are you gonna ask
Right.
me? Like what you looking good these days?
Right.
What you got going on?
Right.
Uh-uh.
True.
What
Okay.
about this one close to me? What about creating art? That's the same thing as starting a business and creating art, the same thing. It's the same thing. People, that's the same. That's the same. Okay, what about traveling? People don't, but I think in 2025, people do applaud people for traveling.
Yeah. And I
I
think
think they do.
that's getting out some people comfort zones.
Mm-hmm. It
Is
is. It
traveling.
is.
Not
It is.
getting on planes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I ain't lying. They falling out the sky and stuff like that. I wasn't in no
Right.
airplane. Me no summer vacation. Fuck that shit. No, Lord. Now, I need to be trying to do something, but
What about putting yourself through school?
oh, that's sacking up under the hood, right? Like that's a major accomplishment. Like that's
Yeah.
major, especially if you paying out of pocket for the shit. That's
Mm-hmm.
major. That's major because I'm 100 years old and still got student loan. Shit, I ain't been a student since a loan was invented. But it's that's major. Yeah, that's something to be applauded. Shit,
Yeah, it is.
you can celebrate that. What about friendships? People don't applaud. Okay, me and you been friends for 20 years. That's something to be applauded. People are very uh baby they left today and right tomorrow. So if you got a friend, y'all been cool, y'all been down like four flat for 20 years
Mm-hmm.
with just like disagreements or whatever, friends gonna fall out because that's how you know. Well, I hate to say that. I ain't gonna say it. But sometimes when you have to disagree with your friend, you ain't gotta be agreeing with your friend on every corner.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
If you're wrong, you're wrong. Stop playing with me too.
Yeah.
Hmm. I think that's all I had on mine.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, all of them is just about the saying the same thing. But yeah. It's just like we said before, but this one's saying surviving grief, heartbreak, or disappointment and still showing up.
Yeah, that's like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? With surviving grief, I, I don't think. Let me tell you what I think about grief. Right? I think it's a cycle. Right?
It definitely is a
Because
cycle.
it's a cycle. Because as soon as you get yourself to the place where mom gone or dad gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Soon as you get okay with dad being gone, then mom leaves. It's just a cycle. Soon as you get okay with mom and dad being gone, then cousin Tommy leave.
Mm-hmm.
Then grandma, then auntie. It's just a cycle. And
Yeah.
people really be trying to tell you when. They try to put you on a timetable. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. And if you yourself has ever experienced grief, then you know for a fact there
Mm-hmm.
is no schedule. So
Mm-mm.
grief really and truly lasts a lifetime. It's just how
Yeah.
you choose
To
to
deal with.
live with the grief that you
Mm-mm.
are now experiencing.
Yeah.
Life don't stop.
No, at all. It only stops when you stop.
Mhm. Life keep on going. I never forget. I don't know if I told this story, and I ain't read no story. Whatever. This girl from my hometown, her boyfriend, she had two kids with him. Right, he
Mm-hmm.
gunned her down. She was getting out her car in her driveway. He emptied the clip on her. Right.
Damn.
The day that they was having her funeral, I rode down the highway. And the highway was a little empty than usual
Mm-hmm.
that morning. And I looked and I said, damn, her family, which is this was my very first time ever even thinking like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like her family preparing to lay her, lay her down today. And we still out here just getting gas and going to McDonald's and going to the mall. Like, and I don't know why, but for some reason, that was my first time ever just thinking about it. Life, it never stopped. It stopped for, it kept going for everybody except her because he ended her.
Right.
But yeah, that's terrible. So you can't tell nobody how to live, Grease. Stop playing me. Get off my
No.
phone. Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't think people applaud people who's on the healing journey either.
And that's important. Like, why wouldn't you be happy? These people, but no, they don't. They don't.
Mm-mm.
I could never hear nothing. If I know your
And
story,
I think more than anything, it's the people who they healing from.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
'Cause you
mm-hmm.
know they're not gonna clap.
Yeah, no, no.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And I think,
And healing is not a linear thing. Just like grief,
mm-hmm,
it's a
mm-hmm,
cycle. Because
mm-hmm.
when you think you fine today, tomorrow you won't be.
Now healing is really, really tricky and hard
Yeah.
because so many people, just say in relationships, and you trying to hear from this narcissist that you just got rid of, right?
Mm-hmm.
So many people they do walk away, but they always return.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as easy as you would think it is to just walk away from something that you've known for 10 or 12 years. That's a hard feat. So
Right.
anybody who do that and they did it for the good of themselves, bro,
Yeah.
I owe you. I owe you. I owe you. I don't know what I owe you, but I owe you.
Yep. She owe you.
I owe you. Okay, listen. This is what I ran across. Where is it? Okay. We're gonna switch from society on over
Mhm.
to marriage. Okay.
Okay.
Now, this is what I want you to do for me, for us, for the good of the LCP.
Okay.
Put yourself back 10 years ago. Your
Mm.
situation 10 years ago.
Okay.
10 years ago, what was your situation? The number one situation that's different now.
I was married.
Put yourself right there and stay right
Okay.
there. Don't try to smile and walk away. Just do it. All right, this is what we've been discussed. 10 things that are totally normal in marriages. And we can see if we agree or disagree.
Okay.
You ready? Number one.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Sometimes one of y'all might carry more than the other.
Am I saying true or false?
I'm just asking your opinion.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, when it come time for you to carry the load, you good with that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, yeah, I am too. Like, it just kind of listen. If it's good for one, it's good for both of us. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if you've been carrying the load, now you kind of slacked off, and now it's my turn, baby. If you can, I can. What you mean? Stop playing with me
Right.
too.
Well, we in this together.
Right, right,
At least I
right.
thought.
Okay, the next one, number two. You will both grow and change. That's a good thing. You agree or disagree with it?
I agree. I
I
mean, you
don't want
should,
nobody.
because if you're not growing, you dying.
If you're not growing, you're not changing.
That
You
too.
you ain't you ain't necessarily dying because you ain't growing. Because I know a lot of Indians that ain't died,
Not like dead, but you
dying
know.
on the inside, shit, or something
Hmm.
wrong with you. Goddamn. Yeah, you grow, and that's a good thing. Yeah, I don't want nobody to be stagnant. I don't, cause I ain't I wouldn't be. I don't think I am. No, I'm not.
Nah, you not. Mm-mm.
Okay, number three, repair matters more than perfection. Repair, meaning repairing the relationship, matters
Yeah, I
more
definitely
than
agree with
being
that
perfect.
because I don't agree with perfection.
Yeah, it's not a real place. It's perfection is the
Mm-mm.
same thing as social media. It's not a real place.
Right.
Not a real place. Okay. You won't always feel in love.
I disagree. Because you won't.
I'm asking you. It says you won't always feel in love.
No, you won't always feel in love.
Well, you said you disagree, so I thought you disagree with this. I thought you were saying you will.
Oh no, no, you won't.
Okay. Yeah, that's 100% true.
Mm-hmm.
I have always said that, and I remember when I said that one time to one of my homies, and they was like looking at me real funny, and
Mm-hmm.
then you had to come back about 2 or 3 days later and ask me to clear it up. I'm not clearing shit up. I ain't married. I don't
Mm-hmm.
owe you nothing. I ain't cleaning shit up. Now you ask me what the fuck you want to know. What do you want to know?
Right, because you
Well,
go
how can you?
through a lot of shit, especially if you've been with this person for a long time.
I always love you.
You'll love them, but you're not gonna always feel in love. But
I'm not always in
hopefully,
love with you.
right.
I do love you. I'm just not. I'm the hell, girl. Look, girl. Okay, girl. Sometimes it's about me. Like sometimes it's about me because I know sometimes you put your little effort in there and it's about
Hmm.
you and that's okay. Just hopefully you don't lose the love that you have for me because my
Right.
in love stages they go and they come, they go and they come. Like I'm not in love every Monday through Friday, every Monday through
Right.
Sunday. I'm just not. What you want to do about it now? Y'all will annoy each other often.
Annoy? Yeah. And sometimes I
Mhm.
do it on purpose.
Yeah, you that type. Number six, you can totally be best friends and lovers with your spouse.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, that's how it is.
To be honest with you, I prefer that.
Hmm. A lot of people be like, I have heard somebody say that they person wasn't their best friend, and that's fine because it don't
Yeah.
always have to be like that. But for me, it's because how she hopped over everybody else is because she wanted to just roll over and tell the shit too. I don't gotta
Hmm.
pick up no phone to call her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She's just right there. Like you're
Mhm.
right here. You're in my space. You breathing my breath. You breathe, taking my air. So I mean, like,
Right. You're right
you know
there.
what I'm saying? You right there. So everything that I got to dish out, you right there with your glove on. Batter up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That's it. All right. What about safety can feel boring at first, especially if you're used to chaos.
Totally agree. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why you totally agree and not just agree? Why you totally agree?
Because when people who've been in chaos for so long
Mm-hmm.
and they get something that's good as and not chaotic, they don't they makes it seem as it's boring and it's
Mm-hmm.
not for them because it's not
Mm-hmm.
what they used to.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You shouldn't want all that chaos any damn way. Shit, I'm tired.
Right, right. Don't you get tired of fighting and fussing and no, that should have wear you out.
Your partner won't always understand your pain, but they can still hold space for it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because it's not their pain, so most of the time they won't understand.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't want you to understand my pain. I just want you to be there for my pain. I don't
Mhm.
want you to understand my pain because I don't really want to understand yours. I just want to be there.
Oh, okay.
I just want to be there to support you
Mm-hmm.
in whatever you feel like you're going through.
Right.
That's my job. That's my
Mm-hmm.
job, and I think that's the reason why you don't be in love every day, all day.
Mm-hmm. But it's just
I know for me.
that 1 second or that one moment they do something or say something or look a certain way, and then it come back to you while you in love with them. It just come
Hmm.
back like
Hmm.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I used to always be like, You like I do it just come in spurts and stuff like that. You know, it could just be because of what you cooked, or it
Right.
could just be because you bought me some gum from the store and you know I've been needing some. I just had got none. It could
Hmm.
be little bitty shit. It ain't never nothing big. I
Right.
might change that. Let me see. Forgiveness isn't a one time event. It's a daily practice.
Yeah, you definitely got to practice that forgiveness. Unless you're a forgiving person, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it depends on what I'm forgiving you for. That's why I got to practice.
I don't know because listen. Okay.
Yeah,
Um. um
go ahead and take that sip.
Listen. You gotta learn how to forgive. You
Hmm.
have to, like, if you one of them people who it's hard for you to forgive somebody, you shouldn't be married. You definitely shouldn't be married because that
Hmm.
that don't speak to infidelity or nothing like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It could just speak for the tone you used with me earlier,
Right.
or I'm talking to you and you just ain't saying a single word, or you burn my biscuits, or
Oh, please
something.
don't burn my biscuits.
Cause I shoot, baby, when my
Right,
biscuits
because I
burn.
know somebody get shot over that.
So yeah, yeah, I think that's good. Okay, my last one. You'll have inside jokes that no one else get but y'all.
Yeah, of course, all the
E.
time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I think that was it for me.
Okay.
I want to know. I had this one question on my thingamajig. Is there a place that you've been to but you ain't got no desire to go back again? Um,
The zoo?
did we talk about that already? Maybe I don't know. The
No,
zoo. Why
no.
you
I
ain't got the
mean,
desire? Go
because
back
it
to the zoo. What did the
stinks.
zoo ever do to you?
It stinks. I just don't like it. And then,
Mm-hmm.
but it all started when I was in elementary, right? And it was on a field trip, and we went
Mm-hmm.
to the goat area. So the one goat
Mm-hmm.
came to me and tore off my name tag and tore my shirt. And I said to myself, then I'm not never going back to the zoo. But I went like when I'm an adult, and
Mm-hmm.
then it's just the smell. I just don't like the smell. Boy,
Let
but
me ask you something.
when I see them goats,
Mm-hmm.
mm-mm,
Okay,
mm-mm,
you scared of the goats.
I don't like them.
Let me ask you something. Is the zoo one of the places you go to on a date?
Yeah, if
But
I
you went
like
back
it,
as an adult.
yeah. And then one of them
Was
was
it
yeah, it was
was it a
the zoo.
date?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I wouldn't go back after that.
I think zoos and aquariums,
Oh,
both
and
of
I
them are dates.
loved, and I try to make it my business. Like if I go to another state, I like to find
Mm-hmm.
their
Mm-hmm.
aquarium.
Mm-hmm. For the most part, I will too. It's cool and all. I think I probably grew out of it a little bit. 'Cause I think the
Mm.
last aquarium I went to was maybe in Myrtle Beach. I think that's the last aquarium I went to. And I only been to the Dallas Aquarium one time, and I wasn't even living here. I have not been since I've been here, but I maybe go. I don't know. It should be
I
like
went
40,
one
$50.
time. It was more of a zoo than it was an aquarium. They had more animals there than they did the fish. Now I don't know if they changed by now because it
Mm-hmm.
was a long time ago. I think it was like 20. What did I met at? 2011 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is now.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, the zoo would be. Wait a minute. Let me see. That's a good one. Damn,
Mm.
I don't think I got there right. Somewhere I been on never want to go shit club.
Hell
Nah,
yeah.
cause I would. I would go in a club, so I can't say I would go in there. I ain't gonna tell you how long I'm staying in that motherfucker though. It's too loud. It's too much noise for me. I can't handle the noise. So
Mm-hmm.
damn. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I can roll with the zoo shit. I don't know. I can roll with the zoo. All right, listen. Here go my last little question. Right.
Okay.
If you could erase one thing completely from existence, starting right now, what would it be?
Uh, from existence, what would it be?
Well, I want to say social media. Social media changed the world,
It
and
has,
I
so I
don't know
don't
what
want
it
to erase
changed.
that.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
I want to
shit, it changed my life.
erase
Uh-huh.
homelessness
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
and
humbleness too.
racism
Mm-hmm.
and um. But those are big two.
Yeah, I would definitely have to get rid of inequality because I feel like if we had equality, racism wouldn't even exist. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just take it
Mhm.
back and just say I would definitely erase inequality because if one part this person to the left know that they got the same chance as this person to the right, that's
Mhm.
big. That's big. The person to the right might be a millionaire. They might
Right.
you got the same chance. Like it's an equal playing field. The
And you know what
world is
else I
so
would?
hmm,
No, not mean to cut you off. You know what else I would
hmm,
erase?
hmm.
Flying cockroaches.
Thank y'all so much for joining us for another episode of the Lit Conversation Podcast with your host Twaski and Big Ish. Um, girl, I hate them too. I hate them so
Yeah.
scared. Them and them beetles, them ones that be getting in your hair.
Oh, talk about
Them
the ones
beetles,
that
they
the
be out
hard
by the
ones that hit and you
yes,
hit. Oh,
yes,
yeah.
yes. Ooh. I can't. But anyway, y'all, we came, we saw, we conquered. We'll be
Mm-hmm.
back with another episode Wednesday. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Don't y'all forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button
Mm-hmm.
because maybe you just watching it or whatever. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Like, listen, we working over here. We working. All right.
Very hard.
Peace.
Peace.